Bold truth, schools across Rawalpindi turned a national tragedy into a solemn act of remembrance, unity, and resolve. But here's where it gets controversial. Even as communities honor the victims, debates persist about how to address the roots of terrorism while honoring the lives lost. Overview of events. Special commemorative activities took place in both government and private schools to mark the 11th anniversary of the Army Public School, APS, Peshawar attack. The day began with assemblies observing a 1-minute silence in tribute to the 147 people who lost their lives, including 122 students, the principal Tohira Qazi, and teacher Sophia Hijab. Teachers offered detailed briefings to help students understand the gravity of the atrocity. The mood was somber, with parents waiting at home and many finding their emotional balance tested by the sheer scale of the tragedy. Student tributes and moments of reflection. Students expressed their grief and solidarity through candles and tableaus depicting scenes from the day of the attack. These emotional displays moved many parents to tears. Some larger schools also held guards of honor to honor the martyrs. Across the board, families, teachers, and students united to demand justice for the perpetrators and a decisive response to such violence. Memorial ceremony and dignitaries. Under the Education Department, the largest memorial event took place at Government Muslim Higher Secondary School No. 1 in Rawalpindi. The ceremony honored the innocent children and teachers who were killed, while prayers were offered for their spiritual elevation. Ziaullah Shah, a member of the Punjab Provincial Assembly, attended as the guest of honor, alongside education officials, teachers, students, and local dignitaries. Voices of resolve from education leadership. Tariq Mahmood, Chief Executive Officer of the District Education Authority Rawalpindi, addressed attendees by praising the nation's ongoing sacrifices in the fight against terrorism. He stated that the sacrifices of the APS Martyrs will never be forgotten and that their deaths strengthen national unity and resolve to stand firm against enemies. He also highlighted the sacrifices of the Pakistan Armed Forces and security agencies, crediting them with creating an environment of peace and stability in the country. Tribute to the martyrs and a call for justice. The guest of honor paid tribute to the APS Martyrs, describing the tragedy as a deep wound in the nation's heart. He reminded the audience that the children's sacrifices have built a robust wall of resilience against terrorism. The ceremony concluded with collective prayers for the martyrs, seeking elevation of their ranks, solace for their families, and peace and prosperity for Pakistan. Policy implications and ongoing discussions. Separately, a roundtable organized by the Institute of Regional Studies, IRS, on Pakistan's evolving counterterrorism response and cross-border terrorism highlighted the need for robust policy implementation and a sustained narrative against terrorist violence. The discussion took place in the backdrop of the APS attack's 11th anniversary and stressed translating national security policies into concrete action. Context and lasting impact. The 2014 APS attack remains the deadliest terrorist incident in Pakistan's modern history, when 6 terrorists wearing military uniforms breached the school and opened fire on students, teachers, and staff. The assault resulted in 147 fatalities, including 122 students, with Principal Tohira Qazi and teacher Sophia Hijab among the martyrs. In commemorations, leaders reaffirmed Pakistan's unwavering commitment to defeating terrorism, echoing President Asif Ali Zardari's statement that there would be no negotiations with those who threaten the state or target children. The remembrance efforts emphasize dignity for the victims and a shared determination to ensure such tragedies do not recur.